What's up guys, Vital Syntax here, and if you guys remember back in Battlefield Bad Company 2, there was a weapon called the M14 EBR Mod 0, and it was actually one of my favorite weapons in that game. It was an all-kit weapon, meaning that you could use it in any class, and a popular choice for me was to replace the grenade launcher with the C4 in the assault class by using one of these all-kit weapons. There's obviously also the shotguns and the G3, but the M14 for me was one of my favorite weapons in the game. And it wasn't necessarily because it was a good weapon. It definitely wasn't one of the better weapons in the game. There's a bunch of assault rifles that I'd much rather use if I was going for pure stats or trying to play as best as I could, but I really liked the way it looked, the way it sounded and handled, and just everything about it. And I think that's something that's usually more important for me, or something that I try and focus on when I'm trying to use a gun in any first-person shooter, is not necessarily just to choose it off of the stats, but to choose it off of the way it handles, the way it looks and sounds, and the animations that are associated with it. Because instead of playing Battlefield, what you end up doing is you end up playing a numbers game, and it's whoever has the highest DPS weapon in a certain situation, and that's not fun to me. That's boring. But yeah, if you guys haven't tried out in Battlefield 3, we have the M39 EMR, I believe, and honestly, I don't know what the difference between an M14 is, an M21 is, and an M39 are, but they all look and sound and feel the same to me. If you want to get all technical in the comments, that's fine by me. I don't mind learning more, but if you guys haven't tried this out, check it out. It's actually one of the co-op weapons that you can unlock by playing some of the co-op missions, which is actually one of the things that I did really early on with Battlefield 3. Is I went through and unlocked things like the M93R, the G3, and the M39. And I love all of those co-op weapons. And I kind of hope with Battlefield 4 they just scrap the whole co-op idea, or at least make it somewhat playable, because honestly the Battlefield 3 co-op was pretty bad. There was a lot of glitches and bugs. And on top of that, it just wasn't that good of a co-op. I mean, it was just basically this boring mission-based system that really had no storyline to it, that really it was really short. There wasn't very much content, and they didn't expand on it with any of the DLCs, and it wasn't very friendly to replay value. So I'm hoping if in Battlefield 4 they just scrap the idea and maybe just focus more on multiplayer or single player, or they actually bring us something that we can play over and over that is actually more enjoyable, maybe some type of horde type of system or some type of survival type of system where you have limited ammo, or you have to move from place to place to get more ammo, and there's just a constant swarm of enemies. That way it's more about getting the highest score, or more about enjoyment than just trying to complete some stupid mission that nobody cares about. Anyway, yeah, the M39, this gun is awesome. I would suggest using the laser sight, the holographic sight, and the foregrip has quite a bit of recoil, so that foregrip should help out quite a bit. And I find that the holographic sight's a little bit better on this weapon, just because it's more of a long range weapon. You don't really want to use it at close range, although with the laser sight it does stand on its own. And the holographic does have a slightly higher magnification than the reflex red dot and the Cobra red dot, so it's a little bit easier to use at range, as it is a sniper rifle, although I kind of treat it like a battle rifle or an assault rifle than I do a sniper rifle. Honestly, I do not like using this gun with an 8x or even a 4x. I don't know, it feels too inaccurate. I feel like when I'm using a sniper rifle, I really want to stick to the bolt action rifles and go for the headshots, where this one's more of a spammer type of weapon, pull the trigger as fast as you can. I'd probably try and stay away from the iron sights. The iron sights in Battlefield Bad Company 2 weren't that bad, but that's actually kind of a thing that is issue with the game, not necessarily with the gun, because if you look at the iron sights as a whole, like all of the guns in Battlefield Bad Company 2, the iron sights were very easy to use, partly because they were slightly larger, like zoomed in farther, and it made it a little bit easier to see through them. But in Battlefield 3, they're just so intrusive, it's very hard to track your targets. On top of that, there's no depth of field effect, where in Battlefield Bad Company 2 and most shooters, including most of the Call of Duty games, when you look down your sights, the ring or whatever you're looking through that's closest to your eye, and the post that you're looking at, the ring is actually blurred, so it's easier to see the post and see exactly what you're aiming at, whereas in Battlefield 3 they're both solid, so it's kind of intrusive. But anyway, hopefully we can fix that for Battlefield 4. But let me know in the comments down below if you guys have used the M39, if you guys enjoy it, and what you guys think about Battlefield 4's co-op. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.